Welcome to Terravista Diaries, our very first episode for our furniture edition. So in our furniture edition, we're going to be telling you what we look for when we source different pieces of furniture. Today, we're going to talk about dining room tables. First, let's kind of talk about dimensions. It's a lot of what we really look for when we source tables is how many people do you want to seat? What size room do you have? How big of a table can you get? So first, when you're looking at the size of your table, remember that you really need to allow a minimum of 36 inches around your table to whatever the nearest item is in the room. Second, how many people do you want to seat? So if you're wanting a rectangular table, sort of equate the number of people you want to seat to how many feet long your table is that you're going to need, whether it stays that way all the time or it can expand up to that length in table. So 6 people, you need a 6-foot table. 10 people, you would need a 10-foot table. When it comes to round, if you're looking for 4 people, 48 is fine. 6, you need a minimum 54. 60, you need for 8 people, and 72 will get you 10 people. Now, let's talk about how many can you seat around the table, especially on a rectangular. Really, ideally, you want to allow yourself about 30 inches wide to about 18 inches in depth per person per place setting. If you have 30, then you can get a nice size dining chair in there, 22 to 24 inches wide. And if you only have a smaller table, at least a minimum of 24 inches and 12 inches depth, that can get you about a 20 to 22 inch wide chair. And then that gets you a table width of about 40 to 44 inches is what you want. That allows for your place settings and then maybe anything to go down around the center and just to have that breathable space and it not look like everything's overlapping. Last, the height standard is pretty much 30. You don't want to go low. You don't want to go higher because you want to be able to sit comfortably with your elbows on the table. And your dining room chairs are typically 18 inches high. So you want to be able to have that minimum length for your legs and still allow for a no longer than 4-inch apron on the table if the table you're looking for has an apron. And then one of the last things we really make sure we don't have on a table base is a really wide base so that it doesn't inhibit you from stretching out your feet under the table.